Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family beyond the binary, hello and welcome to ECAC Rocket League, specifically post-university tonight, going up against SAGU. My name is Warren JuggleGod Hammond, and I will be your shoutcaster, producer, observer, all the above for tonight's matchup here in ECAC. Now, I want to talk a little bit about a post-university squad, in particular KeramiK. I am excited to see them play tonight. One of the true pop-off players, I think, for the post-university squad. In addition, this is a team that has performed very, very well in the past. Placed second place last year in ECAC, so I'm expecting to see some phenomenal things coming out from the squad tonight. Of course, also going to be keeping our eyes on Wirta and Nazmyth. Three fantastic players going to be showing what they can do here tonight. We're going to be ready to go into the game very soon. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about this team in particular. This is a team that really likes to come out of the gates swinging, right? They're going to put the pressure on. They're going to be playing very, very hard, and they're going to be putting a lot of pressure on SAGU tonight. And then they'll probably dial it back and try and adapt to their playstyle. But we're headed into the game, so let's get to it. Kickoff underway right now. Ball going to find its way over to post side of the pitch. A nice aerial dribble to keep it out to about midfield, but just gonna be able to pick it up for SAGU in the air. Dropping back now is Hood for the ball, driving it up towards post side of the pitch. Gets to about midfield, though, before Nazmyth gets actually a fantastic demo. Wirta with an opportunity here, but not going to be able to follow up on it. Nazmyth now driving the ball up the wall. Seeing again if they can make an opportunity for the team. Hood picks it up in the backfield once again. At this point, both the teams really just feeling each other out for the most part, seeing how they're going to play. Shot on goal, though, going to be Nazmyth who takes it. but a great block there by Crazy, who's driving it down towards post side of the pitch once again, though going to be blocked as KeramiK finds it this time around. Not seeing an edge for either of the teams just yet tonight. Both of them playing excellent Rocket League so far. Each team has generated a couple of opportunities on goal. Here comes a potential one here. 4 posts, they drive it down into SAGU's end of the pitch down towards that corner. Nice deflection there from Jet to prevent any kind of follow-up from happening for post. Now they're going to drive it up towards post side of the field, but once again going to be booped out of the way. Jet seeing if they can keep things going for SAGU, but KeramiK says no this time around. Crazy Kyle, though, with a nice bouncing shot off the ground. It's going to be Hood taking KeramiK out of the equation as well for a couple of seconds. So slight advantage going to SAGU, but they're able to weather that storm. Post University is, that is, at least this time around. Crazy Kyle drops it back. KeramiK with a potential breakaway opportunity here. If they can center it for a shot, that's going to go in. Nazmyth scores a beautiful play there coming out from everyone on Post University side. Let's take a look at this center once again. And yeah, Nazmyth with just a perfect redirect into the goal. Love to see it. 3:13 on the clock. Not quite halfway done. Early opportunity here. Shot on goal. Maybe just a little bit wide. Jet still chasing it down, though, for SAGU. Seeing if they can keep things from going from bad to worse for this squad. Wirta keeping the pressure on right now. KeramiK with a follow-up. Goes just a little bit wide. And now Post University really starting to tighten down right now. They're putting a lot of consistent pressure on SAGU at the moment. KeramiK dropping back for the ball, but Nazmyth actually is able to catch up with it. Still inside SAGU's side of the field. It's going to be a deflection there from Wirta. Nazmyth going to boop it into the air, keep it in play for Post. Wirta chasing it down. A contest there in SAGU's corner. KeramiK coming around, popping it out for Nazmyth. Shot on goal, just a little bit wide, but there were no defenders there this time for SAGU. Unfortunately, that opportunity doesn't find a goal for Post University this time around. Little over halfway done with this first game. Only 1 goal on the board so far. Wirta gonna drive things up once again. KeramiK following up now. Redirect, but I believe Hood, yes, is going to get there in time. So again, nice save coming out from SAGU. Ball keeping itself over on SAGU's side of the pitch. Here comes Wirta for a centering pass. Here can Hood get to it. It's actually going to be Crazy Kyle with the save instead. A little bit of a double up on the defense there from SAGU. Now another opportunity coming up here, but Jet's going to be able to get the ball before Wirta can follow up on it. Now Nazmyth with an aerial dribble, seeing if maybe they can get something going. Looked like they tried for a flip reset there, but unable to catch up to the ball. Might not have had enough boost. Going to be Jet now using about 2/3 of their boost to chase down the ball. Going to be Kyle regaining control of it, but only briefly, actually. It's going to be Wirta finding it, knocking it out of harm's way, as SAGU had an opportunity there to try and make something happen. Just weren't able to get the follow-up. Nice redirect there. Oh, but Wirta with a phenomenal save coming out for Post University. And now KeramiK trying to follow it up, seeing if they can knock it into the goal right here. A little bit of an aerial dribble right there. It goes just about past the line, but not quite. Wirta now chasing it down, but I don't know if they're going to be able to catch it up. That could be SAGU evening up the score here with just under a minute left to go in the first game. And a reminder as well to everybody out there watching, this is going to be a best of 7. So lots more Rocket League to come your way, many more games to play, and these two teams seem to be fairly evenly matched, at least on the outset. Wirta dropping back for it. Hood tries to gain control over it, but just misses it a little bit. Jet redirects it back towards the goal, but KeramiK is there to keep it out of harm's way. Crazy Kyle with a nice center off the wall. Gonna try and pick it up is Hood, but now they have to fall back and try and play defense now for SAGU. Jet pushes the ball off to the side, but going to be picked up and redirected by Wirta. Don't quite get the angle on it I think they were hoping for, as the ball just kind of careens effortlessly safely into that corner. Nazmyth again goes for the flip reset, doesn't quite catch up with it. Wirta now trying to keep it in play. Nice pass off the backboard. Is there going to be a follow-up? KeramiK tries for it. Shot goes in. Beautiful block there. And oh my gosh, Wirta was almost there for the follow-up to try and redirect it, because they did see that SAGU was on the defense. Going to be a shot coming in. Wirta keeps it out of harm's way. Nazmyth and KeramiK both go up for the ball to try and keep it out of harm's way once again. Nazmyth going back for the ball, but we are headed into OT here in our first game between Post University and SAGU. Jet with an early possession here. Of course, this is going to be overtime. This is going to be sudden death, so whoever comes away with the first goal here will win game number 1. KeramiK deflects the ball, keeping it over in that corner, but it's going to be Jet trying to center it for a teammate. Hood picks it up about midfield, finds itself in that corner again. Going to try and drop it off the wall for a teammate, but instead it's going to be Nazmyth who picks it up. 30 seconds into this OT here. Now we've got Post University's first real attempt at an offensive engagement here. KeramiK going to take out one of the players for SAGU. Nazmyth with a save there at the 11th hour. Now KeramiK trying to catch up to it once again. An aerial dribble. Looking for the flip reset. Instead, they just bounce the ball towards the ceiling. It's going to be a pinch off the sidewall from Nazmyth. Now looking for a shot. Beautifully done, but Hood and the rest of SAGU back to defend. Now it's going to be Post University dropping back once again. A double demo coming in. One player from each squad out for a moment. Minute has expired already. Got a nice aerial approach here coming out from Hood. Tries to do it all on their own, but KeramiK going to say no this time. Jet trying for a pass here to Crazy Clean. Almost got it. Nazmyth, though, going to come away with possession here. Does get the flip reset. Trying to follow the ball. It's going to be KeramiK, actually, who's looking to drive it into the goal and scores. That will be Post University taking the first game here in ECAC Week 6 of Rocket League. Oh, and that's just a feel bad for Crazy Kyle. That's just a no-win situation right there, unfortunately, for that squad. But we're going to get the second game here underway. Let's take a quick peek, though, at the stats to see what kind of a game we've got. And honestly, again, I mean, look at this. It's going to be 10 shots on goal for both sides. So Post Eagles really have a pretty fierce opponent in the SAGU Lions tonight. Let's see here. A lot of saves for each squad as well. Post Eagles getting maybe one more assist, and of course, one more goal on the board. But we'll be starting back up here very, very shortly for game number 2 once we get all the players readied up in the match. Now, again, let's get to know some of these players a little bit. KeramiK in particular has been popping off lately. Just showing some tremendous prowess on the field. Wirta going to be one of the more aggressive players for Post University as well. They're going to be looking for a lot of demos, a lot of different bump plays. Nazmyth, they're going to be the kind of finisher for this squad. So he's going to be the player that sets things. He does pretty well setting up for plays, but more so, they're going to be the person that is looking to take these shots, looking to follow up, rather, from their teammate, be the one there who sees the opportunities, takes them, and goes for it. Kickoff once again in game number 2. Post University up 1-0 at the moment. Crazy Kyle with the ball. Going to be Nazmyth now dropping back into the corner for it. Looking for an opportunity here. And demo coming in for both sides once again. Now Hood dropping back for the ball. Gonna contest Nazmyth right there. Wirta finding it once again. That's practically a shot on goal right there. KeramiK now dropping back for it. That's gonna be Nazmyth. A little bit of a disruption. Hood keeps the ball away from the goal. Nazmyth going up for it. Pass to KeramiK. Are they going to be able to get it? No. That point, the defense was there. They read that beautifully. Shot on goal right here. It's going to be Crazy Kyle looking to deflect it in, but just cuts that angle a little too wide. Post University was not ready for that aggression. I think there might have been a little bit of a misplay with the rotations there because that goal was wide open, but fortunately for Post, nothing going to come from it this time around. Crazy Kyle going up for an aerial hit. Doesn't find it this time. Wirta instead. Sending it back down towards SAGU side of the pitch. Going to be Nazmyth trying to follow it up. Bounces off the crossbar. Oh my gosh. SAGU has to be counting their lucky stars right there for that defense coming out from the fourth player. The goal itself. that time around, but Wirta has possession of it again, but they're trying to get it around 2, make it 3 defenders for SAGU. Nazmyth coming in. Here's KeramiK with a rolling shot into the goal, misjudged by SAGU. Thought it was going to be a flick, a pop into the air, but instead they just laser it on the ground. Let's take another look at that as we see, Jet, the defender there from SAGU, just a little bit off the mark that time, misjudges it, like I said. Goes into the air instead of keeping it on the ground. And once again, Post University drawing first to blood here in this matchup against SAGU. Wirta going to be able to drop back for it. Finds the ball. Jet chasing it down as well. They're going to briefly get possession, but a nice bump coming in from Wirta. Again, that's going to allow Nazmyth to take a shot, make it 2-0. And now Post University looks like they're really starting to put the gas on. Beautiful shot there from Nazmyth as well. And Kyle, oh my gosh, just barely again misjudges it. These SAGU defenses have been very, very good, but just slightly off the mark each time. But a good portent, I think, of things to come for this squad. Early demo going to lead to a bit of an advantage here for Post. Hood with a nice aerial dribble, practically 3/4 of the way down the field, make it all the way down the field as KeramiK misses that disruptive play right there. Now Nazmyth trying to drop back for keeping it out of SAGU's possession, but nice centering pass here. KeramiK misses it. Wirta having to track it down. Crazy Kyle had an opportunity, but I don't think they thought that they were going to miss it. And a beautiful play right there, bouncing the ball into the net off the defender. A double tap off a player. Take a look at this once again as, Nazmyth was there, but Crazy Kyle just angled the back of their car in such a way that they were able to put a little bit of a tap on it and send it just above that defender. Halfway through game number 2 here in this best of 7. KeramiK dropping the ball above the net. Going to be found by a defender. Nazmyth now sends it back towards the goal. Wirta trying to follow it up, but a beautiful defense there by Jet. But it's not going to be enough as Nazmyth able to keep the pressure on and get the ball in the net. Once again, let's take another quick peek at this. That was just a beautiful play right there. Able to actually follow up their own shot, which initially bounced off the crossbar. Jetter. All the R's in that name right there. Nice demo from Crazy Kyle to give an early opportunity here to SAGU. They're going to go for a pinch off the ground, but it's disrupted instead by one of the players of Post. 2 players going up for it now. It's going to be KeramiK and Wirta. Neither of them really find an opportunity there, but Nazmyth going to be able to snake possession away from SAGU. Beautiful shot coming out from Wirta once again to make the score 4-1. And now at this point, Post University is really making a strong case for this game right here. The defense from SAGU really needs to buckle down and see if they can find a few more opportunities. A little bit better read on the ball maybe to keep it out of the net. But at the moment, it's going to be Jet contesting Post University for the ball. Wirta coming in with it, keeping the pressure on once again. Pops the ball back and downwards towards KeramiK, who's able to get a little bit of a pass, trying to get it out of the corner, but not enough juice behind the ball to do just that. Hood able to clear it now. KeramiK looking for an opportunity. Nice demo coming out, but Jet going to be able to take a shot. Fortunately there for Post, not a whole lot behind it. Easily defended, but here comes Crazy Kyle with a beautiful one. Bounces off the top of the net. It will go in as Jet gets a beautiful follow-up off that pass off the backboard. Love to see it. Nicely done right there. KeramiK again almost in position to block it, just not quite there. Maybe didn't have enough boost to catch up to it. Whatever the case is, the score now 4-2. SAGU certainly not going down here without a fight. Open net after a demo. That's feels good there for SAGU. Starting to get a little bit of momentum here. Might be able to bring it back. Tie up this game at 4 apiece. They've got a minute left to do it, and what did look like a practically insurmountable score that had been posted by Post University. Now we're back to a 1-game situation here. SAGU is finding their footing, but not to be outdone is Nazmyth, who comes in and steals possession right off the bat from Kyle. I think they had a little bit more time than they thought to get to that ball. Great heads-up read coming out from Nazmyth to give Post a little more insurance in the scoreboard. Kickoff underway. Looked like maybe a little bit of a fake kickoff there from post, but going to allow SAGU to come away with it. Ball actually getting centered, pinched practically back down to SAGU's side of the field. Wirta with an opportunity. Gonna be Nazmyth now dropping down. Oh, here's a beautiful shot. Open net. Love to see it for Post University. And again, they're trying to put as much insurance as they can between them and SAGU, because SAGU has really shown up in a big way in the second game. Both teams have, as a matter of fact, and honestly, both teams so far just demonstrating a superb offensive line. Defense could maybe be wanting for both squads as Jet makes it 4-6. And you know what? I'm not calling this game until it is over, because both of these teams are fighting tooth and nail for this one. This is just some spectacular Rocket League coming out from both squads. 42 seconds, 46 the score. KeramiK goes for the ball early on. We're going to try to follow it up. Gets a tiny little touch on it, but not going to be able to push it much downfield. Here comes Crazy Kyle once again. Drops the ball off the backboard. Nazmyth tries to pick it up. There's the 30-second mark. SAGU going to have to work overtime to get 2 goals on the board. Nazmyth redirects the ball out towards the side, but Crazy Kyle's there to pick it up, trying to center it over to Hood. Doesn't quite happen. Jet drops backward at about the midfield. Going to be met by KeramiK, though. A little bit of a double commit as well from SAGU because of Hood. 10 seconds left to go. This one all but over. Post University should be able to hold on here as the waning seconds tick down. That's going to be it. Post takes game number 2 to make it 2-0. And again, what a showing from both squads here today. This is absolutely fantastic from both of these squads. We're going to go ahead and ready up for the next match. But once again, let's take a look at these stats right here. Of course, the goal is going in favor of the Post Eagles. Several assists on the board as well. A few saves. Not too many shots directly on goal this time around, as evidenced by the number of saves, but certainly a lot of pressure being put on by both squads. It's going to be, let's see here, 8 shots for the Post Eagles to, again, 8 shots for the Lions. So 6 of those go in for the Eagles, only 4 for the Lions this time around. So both teams really performing well. But again, it's the Eagles just outpacing them slightly in both of these initial games. Next match ready to start here in just a couple of moments. Soon as all the players ready up in the lobby, we should be good to go. And we're back to kickoff. Ball going to be finding its way over towards the middle of the field. Nice early shot here from Wirta. Jet puts the ball in front of their own net. A little bit dangerous right there, but they're able to handle it. And give me just a moment, because I'm going to just adjust something with the game for the moment so that, yeah, make sure that we're seeing everything that we want. Going to be an early goal there. KeramiK scoring right off the bat. There we go. Game has been resized now, so everybody can see the current score. The time left, apologies. Again, first time doing this tonight on the production side as well as the casting side, so appreciate all your patience. Thank you for letting me know. Beautiful shot coming in from Wirta once again. Only 41 seconds has expired, and Post University not wasting any time getting on the board and even putting some insurance there as well. Kickoff. KeramiK following it up, but nice little deflection there from Hood. Nazmyth popping the ball back towards midfield. Going to be picked up by Wirta, who actually gets it centered right in front of the goal. Nazmyth able to get in the way of it, keep it in play once again for Post University. Ball falling back. KeramiK now with it once again. Oh my gosh, beautiful drive underneath the defender, and with a little bit of help there from Wirta, KeramiK gets it in. Let's take another peek at this one. Yeah, nice little bump, nice little deflect. Wirta finds the shot. Beautifully played. 3 goals on the board. A little over a minute has expired so far. And SAGU already has a lot of ground to recover here in game number 3 between these two squads. Nazmyth driving back down towards the field. It's going to be Hood picking it up. Trying to see if they can get it out of harm's way. Now there's an opportunity here, but Wirta going to be able to get to it first. In the meantime, though, Hood uses that boost to take out one of the defenders for Post University. Again, Hood able to keep it in play here for SAGU. Jet having to drop back for it now that KeramiK has cleared it. On the SAGU side of the pitch. Ball still in that corner. Crazy. Able to get it up to about midfield, but it's picked up by Wirta. Somebody needs to get into the goal. It's going to be Hood disrupting that shot. Not quite enough time for Wirta to pop it over. Get a little flick over the top of that defender. Instead, it is going to be KeramiK once again finding the ball. Seeing if they can center it. They are able to, but Hood gets to it right before. I believe that was Wirta. Nazmyth, the third man, having to drop back, start to defend the goal. Post University's rotations looking good so far. Nice shot there coming up from Kyle, but the follow-up from Jetter even better, as they make it 3-1 and put SAGU on the board for the first time here in game number 3. And a beautiful shot as well. I mean, Jet just knocked it into that top left corner. Very, very difficult to defend for Post University. 2:44, 1-3. Nazmyth finds the ball. Hood drops back for it now. Sends it over towards the side. KeramiK going to try and pick it up in the air. Goes for an aerial dribble, seeing if they can maybe get a double tap. Wirta, though, is there. Finds the angle. Finds the shot. Making it 4-1 for Post. Yeah, KeramiK was just a little far ahead of it, and Wirta said, "Don't worry, I got this." Knocks it into the net. Love to see it. Halfway through now, game number 3. Kickoff underway once again. Ball floating down towards SAGU side. Going to be a centering pass there, but Wirta just a little too far behind, unable to really follow up on it. KeramiK centers it once again. Wirta this time a little ahead of it, I believe. Nazmyth seeing if they can maybe find a shot, unable to. Jet having to chase the ball down towards midfield, but Nazmyth able to take them out of the equation for a second. Here comes KeramiK with a beautiful aerial dribble, almost able to redirect it into the goal. And now it's going to be Nazmyth trying to chase it down. And once again, Post University has been able to keep the pressure on SAGU in a pretty tremendous way so far this game. Every game so far, I feel like Post University has seemed to figure out a little bit more about SAGU. And again, Post is a squad that they like to come out the gate swinging, which we did see. But then lots of adjustments come in, but they weren't able to adjust for that shot, as Hood brings them within striking distance now of Post University. Kickoff underway again. Ball pinched straight out to the side off that kickoff between the two players. Hood with an early opportunity here, but KeramiK already dropped back towards the goal. Jet got to send it back that way, but it lands a little bit wide. They redirect it, though, beautifully. Post University just unable to really gain control of that ball during that entire kickoff. And, you know, this has been one of the places where we've really seen SAGU kind of make up some of the differential, make up some of the differences off these kickoffs. They are just deadly with it. So if they get early possession, if they can put some early pressure on, Post University kind of consistently finding themselves in a tough situation. But a nice early aggressive push coming out this time from Post to see if they can hold on to this 1-goal lead for the next minute and change. Nazmyth gonna try and drop it off the wall. Instead, it's gonna be Jet keeping it in the corner. Hood starting to drive it down towards Post, unable to do just that. Here comes 1 minute left remaining in game number 3. Of course, score 2-0 overall in this matchup between these two squads for ECAC. Ball finding its way above the net again. KeramiK gets a demo, so it's just going to be up to Hood, and that's not going to be enough as Nazmyth able to find an angle, and that ball just crawls into the goal. Yeah, beautiful angle right here, and Hood just slightly misjudges it. Jet, of course, was there as where Crazy Kyle had just respawned, so unable to contribute to the help of that time around. Kickoff going to yield a big demo already, but the ball ends up towards post side of the pitch, so they're going to be able to recover from that. KeramiK chases it down, but again, Hood right off the kickoff. This is absolutely where SAGU is their most dangerous. KeramiK just not quite enough to get back there in time, but still 1 goal lead for post. It's going to be SAGU making these close affairs every single time. Nazmyth, though, early opportunity. The ball just takes a slightly awkward angle. Ends up going wide. Now Crazy Kyle with another opportunity here. Bump comes in from one of the post defenders, keeping them off the ball for a moment. Nazmyth able to get a nice aerial dribble away from them as well. Looking to, again, maybe put some insurance on the board. 15 seconds left to go. Ball sent careening towards SAGU's goal. KeramiK gonna pick it up once again in the air, but drops it down a little too low for them to be able to hold on to it. So Hood gets it now. Crazy Kyle with an opportunity. They want to try and make something happen in these last couple of seconds. Hood with a shot. It's gonna be grounded though, and post is now on match point. Things look a little different this time around. The Eagles really hammering away offensively at the Lions, able to get 16 shots on goal. Absolutely tremendous. And you've got to give credit as well to the Lions defense, because they only let 5 of those in. That means 11 shots blocked from that squad. So a tremendous showing from the Lions, especially considering out of 5 of their shots, 4 went in. So the Eagles, while they're doing a great job of keeping the pressure on right now, keeping the ball in the Lions' side of the field, when the ball finds its way towards their own goal, the defense is maybe left a little bit wanting. But it's enough for them to be able to hold on, again, to win in game number 3 this time around. So, match point, SAGU. This is the last chance for the Lions to come back in this series. So let's see what they are going to have in store for us this time around as the players get loaded into the pitch. And hear the engines revving. The teams are ready to go. Kickoff underway. Game number 4 could be the last one if SAGU hopes to come away with a match win today. Gonna have to be via reverse sweep in Post University. Hopefully for them, they don't get overconfident, let their guard down, because it's gonna be an easy day for SAGU if they do. And this will be the first time SAGU has had the lead in any of the games we have seen so far. Again, right off the bat, right off that kickoff, absolutely where SAGU is shining right now. So back to a kickoff. This is another golden opportunity for that squad to maybe put a little insurance on the board. It's going to be up to Post to really try again to put the pressure on. KeramiK almost with an open goal opportunity. Wirta going to see if they can follow it up, dropping it off the backboard, looking for a double tap, doesn't find it. Nazmyth having to follow it up. Centers it, but all going to be passing too quickly in front of the goal for anything to happen. Hood gets the ball going towards Post goal, but going to be demoed, and Wirta able to defend. Crazy Kyle keeping it in play once again for SAGU. Hood now back in the mix, finding some value. Wirta goes up for the ball, misses it actually twice. Unfortunate little play right there. Wirta, though, making up for it, finds the ball. Now driving it down the wall, looks for a pinch instead. Going to be trying to flick it over one of the defenders, but they're going to be able to get to it this time. A nice pinch from Hood to get it to about midfield, but KeramiK going to be able to pick it back up. Hood reclaims possession. Now, beautiful shot from KeramiK. Careens just off the top of, I believe, Jetter's Hood. Excellent play coming out from Post to even the score at 1 apiece. That was Crazy Kyle that the ball just barely tipped off of. They got contact. They redirected it, just not enough to keep it out of harm's way. Kick off again. Let's see what tricks SAGU has up their sleeve for this one. KeramiK, though, going to be able to pick the ball up at about midfield. Nice redirect from Wirta. Not going to be followed up this time by Post as Jetter able to get the ball. Hood trying to keep it out of that corner, generate some shot opportunities. They've got one. Jetter and Hood on the ball, goes off the backboard. Follow-up coming. Oh my gosh, but Crazy Kyle just barely misses it. Jet trying to keep it in play. Here comes Hood. But again, Nazmyth able to beat them to the ball, or at least get the redirect this time. Ball gets pinched up towards the ceiling. Nazmyth now, an aerial dribble over to the sidewall. Able to get it around a couple of the defenders, find some purchase on the wall as well, keen to be able to center it too, but nobody from Post able to follow it up this time around, and now Hood, potential breakaway there, but they at least get it towards midfield where Crazy Kyle tries to follow it up. Jet dropping back for it this time. A little over 2 minutes expired now, and what could be the final game here, but SAGU, they do not want to go down again without a fight. They are throwing everything on the table here. Jet with a opportunity on a shot, but Hood was in the goal, unable to follow up from it. All pinched out towards Post goal once again, and this time it's really SAGU who has been putting the pressure on in a big way. They've kind of found their aggressive footing this time around, and it's making for some tough play here, some tough defenses from Post. KeramiK able to just barely get the ball away from them to stop some of that pounding that was happening at the goal line for SAGU. Shot opportunity here. Nazmyth going to be deflected by Crazy Kyle. And now we got another breakaway here. Oh, Hood able to barely dodge Nazmyth, who surely would have gotten the demo there. Ball going to be found right in front of the goal. 2 minutes left to go. KeramiK, again, trying to keep it out of harm's way. Hood bouncing it off the backboard, but it's going to be a breakaway situation here from Nazmyth. Jetter just a little bit faster on the ball, though. Keeps it out of the goal, but now KeramiK, see if they can center it again. Hood keeps that from happening. Nazmyth chasing it down, looking for a pinch here, or at least a redirect. Gonna be able to get in front of the goal. Here comes Wirta, but Crazy Kyle gets there first this time. Minute and a half left to go. Hood out of the equation for just a moment. Once again, Nazmyth tries to chase it down, but instead will be Wirta who finds the ball. If they can center it out here, Nazmyth might have a shot. They go for it, but Crazy Kyle able to disrupt it and keep it out of the goal once again. Here comes Wirta. Able to deflect the ball. Centered, though, by Hood. Jetter, fortunately, puts it right back in that corner. Certainly looking to maybe put it in front of the goal instead. Tries there for an opportunity as well, but doesn't find it. 61 seconds here remaining between these two juggernauts who have really come out swinging here today. This has been all offense, at least until this final game, where the defense really has shown up in a big way for both squads. KeramiK tries to put it back in the goal. Jet barely able to keep it out, but KeramiK comes in, or rather Nazmyth, to make it 2-1 for Post. Beautiful read there, and honestly, the defense as well from Jet, just popping it up, allowing it to bounce off the backboard. Unfortunately, nobody there from SAGU able to catch up with it. And now, back to a kickoff. First few seconds have gone by with SAGU. Now in Post University side of the pitch, Crazy Kyle looks to redirect it. Beautiful save there. Are they going to be able to do it again? The ball actually just goes a little bit wide. 30 seconds left to go. SAGU has to make something happen right now, and they're putting everything they can into it. Hood, though, having to chase the ball down as Wirta out of boost, not able to get back to it in time. So it means that another opportunity here presents itself for SAGU, but Hood able to take Wirta out. Now is their opportunity to score. 10 seconds left to go. They send a shot going straight towards the goal. Bounces off the crossbar. Can Hood follow it up with a shot? It goes a little bit far. Nazmyth able to keep it on the ground, and that... oh my gosh, I thought the ball had grounded itself, but SAGU still with an opportunity. Hood gonna try and bounce it out. Nazmyth sends it straight to the ground for a win for the Post Eagles. 4-0 will be the final score between these two squads, but I have got to tell you, SAGU made this one very exciting. The final scoreline does not tell the tale of the tape in the slightest, because this was absolutely a fantastic showing coming out from both squads here today. So kudos to everybody who came out. Kudos to all the gamers, to both of the schools. Congratulations, though, due to Post University improving the record by 1 tonight here at ECAC. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Once again, my name Warren JuggleGod Hammond. You're likely going to see me on the mic many more times here this season for Post University. Excited to be brought on as a caster for them, so can't wait to see more Rocket League action, more esports in general coming out from these squads. Again, thank you to everybody as well in chat. GG's, and see you next time.